Chapter 24 of Astronomy, The Science of the Heavenly Bodies by David Todd. Our Solar System. Now let us go upward in imagination, far, far beyond the tops of the highest mountains, beyond the moon and sun, and outward in space until we reach a point in the northern heavens millions and millions of miles away, directly above and equally distant from all points in the ecliptic, or path in which our Earth travels yearly round the sun. Then we should have that sort of comprehensive view of the solar system which is necessary if we are to visualize as a whole the working of the vast machine and the motions, sizes, and distances of all the bodies that comprise it. Of such stupendous mechanism our Earth is part. Or in lieu of this, let us attempt to get in mind a picture of the solar system by means of Sir William Herschel's apt illustration. Choose any well-leveled field. On it place a globe 2 feet in diameter. This will represent the Sun. Mercury will be represented by a grain of mustard seed on the circumference of a circle 164 feet in diameter for its orbit. Venus, a pea on a circle of 284 feet in diameter. The Earth, also a pea, on a circle of 430 feet. Mars, a rather larger pin's head on a circle of 654 feet. The asteroids, grains of sand in orbits of 1,000 to 1,200 feet. Jupiter, a moderate-sized orange in a circle of nearly half a mile across. Saturn, a small orange on a circle of 4/5 of a mile. Uranus, a full-sized cherry or small plum upon the circumference of a circle more than a mile and a half. And finally Neptune, a good-sized plum on a circle about 2 miles and a half in diameter. To imitate the motions of the planets in the above-mentioned orbits, Mercury must describe its own diameter in 41 seconds, Venus in 4 minutes 14 seconds, the Earth in 7 minutes, Mars in 4 minutes 48 seconds, Jupiter in 2 minutes 56 seconds, Saturn in 3 minutes 13 seconds, Uranus in 2 minutes 16 seconds, and Neptune in 3 minutes 30 seconds. Now, let us look earthward from our imaginary station near the North Pole of the ecliptic. All these planetary bodies would be seen to be traveling eastward round the Sun, that is, in a counterclockwise direction, or contrary to the motions of the hands of a timepiece. Their orbits or paths of motion are very nearly circular, and the Sun is practically at the center of all of them, except Mercury and Mars, of Venus and Neptune almost at the absolute center. The planes of all their orbits are very nearly the same as that of the ecliptic, or plane in which the Earth moves. These and many other resemblances and characteristics suggest a uniformity of origin which comports with the idea of a family, and so the whole is spoken of as the solar system, or the Sun and his family of planets. In addition to the 9 bodies already specified, the solar system comprises a great variety of other and lesser bodies. No less than 26 moons or satellites tributary to the planets and traveling round them in various periods as the moon does round our Earth. Then between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter are many thousands of asteroids, so-called, or minor planets. About 1,000 of them have actually been discovered and their paths accurately calculated. And at all sorts of angles with the planetary orbits are the paths of hundreds of comets, delicate, filmy bodies of a wholly different constitution from the planets, and which now and then blaze forth in the sky, their tails appearing much like the beam of a searchlight, and compelling for the time the attention of everybody. Connected with the comets, and doubtless originally parts of them, are uncounted millions of meteors, which for the time become a part of the solar system, their minute masses being attracted to the planets upon which they fall, those hitting the Earth being visible to us as familiar shooting stars. We next follow the story of astronomy through the solar system, beginning with the Sun itself and proceeding outward through his family of planets, now much more numerous and vastly more extended than it was to the ancient world, or indeed to within a century and a half of our own day. End of chapter 24.